the presenter access for now, so that I can present in the beginning and then you can take over.
Okay, we're live. So there we go. So
hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're excited to have you on this call. So this is Sid Diwar, the co-founder of VideoExpress, and we have some great information to share with you today. So we're going to answer all the questions we've been getting in the last 1 week or so from all of you guys in our Facebook group. So we're going to address all your questions live, and we're going to make sure you get some value out of this webinar today. And with me, I have Ali, who is our customer training expert here in our company. So he's been there with you for many of the webinars here. So Ali is gonna take you through in depth into the app step by step and show you all the features. I'm gonna start off the webinar and I'm gonna address some important issues and important questions that you guys have been having. So we get that out of the way. Now, before we waste any more time, I value your time. Thank you all for being here today. So let's get started right away without wasting any more time. So let me just share my screen. Yep. Okay, perfect. So can everybody see my screen? Can everybody hear me okay? Just give me a yes in the chat box if you can hear me fine and if you can see my screen.
No, the screen is not showing.
Okay, should be there now.
Yeah, add to the stage. There we go. Lovely.
Okay, perfect. Can everybody see my screen now? Can everybody hear me okay? Just give me a yes in the chat box so I can confirm. All good, Ali? All good from your side?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
Perfect.
Okay, perfect. So let's get started right away without any further delays. Okay, so what are we going to be covering in this webinar? So first things first, we're going to look at some real case studies and live examples of what people have been doing with AI videos, what kind of AI videos are really converting at the moment, like what other people are doing, so you can model after the same things and create the same type of videos with VideoExpress. So a lot of you have been asking questions and so on in our Facebook group. So let me just go there to our Facebook group and I'll show you some of the examples. First things first, like, you guys have been asking me, what kind of videos can I create? How realistic are the videos? Are they comparable with SORA, VEO3, and all those other kind of apps that are available in the market? Now, since I am one of the creators of the app, whatever I say today is not going to be valid, right? So seeing is believing. Ultimately, you guys will believe it when you see the examples that people have been creating. Instead of me telling you we can create these kind of videos, it's better for me to show you. So first thing on this webinar, before we go any further, I'm just going to show you live proof, live examples from real users in our Facebook group. So how many of you are in our Facebook group? If you're in our Facebook group, just say yes. If you're not in our Facebook group, just say no. So we know exactly how many people are on in our Facebook group. Now, if you're not in our Facebook group, I recommend you join it right now, because it's just a bundle of knowledge that you're missing out on. Like if you're not in the Facebook group with over 66,000 something people right now, you're missing out on all the ideas that people are sharing, all the different types of videos people are creating, and so on. If you see this user, they uploaded an image of one of their grandmothers or something like that, and then they animated that image. Now, this is also possible, but you would never imagine a use case like this if you're not in the Facebook group, right? So I recommend you join the Facebook group. So you just get so many different ideas. You see how a user created a video with like women talking to the screen. Now people have been asking me, can you create talking videos? Can you make characters talk in VideoExpress? Now this is possible as well. Many of the other apps, they don't have this feature. So VideoExpress, you can create videos that talk, move, walk, and so on. So we have over 800 plus AI voices. That's one thing we don't advertise much and not many people know. They just think it's a video creator. I enter a prompt, it gives me an output, and I can create a video just like, Sora, VO3, many other apps out there. But the use cases are so wide. It's just incredible and mind blowing. We have added so many different features that's gonna make your head spin. And all that for a one-time price, by the way. There's no monthly fees, nothing like that, no hidden credits or anything like that. So you create videos with all the different technologies that are available to you within the app, right? So there's create from prompt. So you can create videos from prompt. You can enter a prompt and create animated videos, just like the one you see in our Facebook group, just like, like these videos, you can have different scenes that you can create. Just like this video right here. You see how this girl is having a coffee in a coffee shop. You can just say a beautiful girl sitting in a coffee shop with a background in Paris, sipping a coffee or something like that. You see how beautifully that video has generated with natural movements and so on. Now, this is possible with VideoExpress. Now, if you're not in a Facebook group, you wouldn't know what kind of videos you can create, right? Like, for example, look at this guy. Like 2 minutes and 35 seconds, he created a singing video. Yeah. So if you can see that he made an image which is moving, and then he made the character sing. Now with VideoExpress, you can upload your own songs and create music videos. Now, how many apps do that online? I don't think there are many. And even if they do, they charge a hefty monthly fee or they have credits. With VideoExpress, you can create singing videos as well. So the use cases are just so far and wide. You see how beautiful this video came out right here? It's just an animated video you can create with a simple prompt, right? And the beautiful thing about VideoExpress, I'll show you something that not many apps have out there. So let's just go to create with prompt, right? Let's say I want to create, let's say a beautiful girl sitting on a beach or something like that. Yeah. So I enter this prompt right now, right? So it says automatically enhance my prompt. So if I click enhance my prompt, I just gave it a basic idea, right? Now, as you all know, the AI generations in every other app out there are based on your prompt. So what do people tell you? If you don't get the right type of image generated, people always tell you, oh, your prompt is not good. Maybe change your prompt, get a better prompt, and so on, right? Now, we all are not prompt engineers or anything like that. Like, we don't know how to craft the best prompts, right? You are just like common people trying to create amazing videos. Now, what we did, we thought from your angle. We are not thinking like developers, right? Like all of the other apps, they're thinking like developers, but we are thinking like customers. So this is why we created a button right here which says enhance your prompt, right? Just click on it. Let's see what happens right here. You see how it created like a very detailed prompt that you didn't have to touch a button, just in a few seconds. Close up of a beautiful girl sitting in a serene, sun-kissed beach, her gentle smile reflecting on the ocean, calm and golden hour. It wrote so detailed description that only a prompt engineer could write, right? So that's the beauty of this, where you can create images. And by the way, if you're not satisfied with the image, let's say whatever it generated, you can click enhance prompt again, and you can generate the image again. So look at that image of what it generated right now. So that's the beauty of it, right? Let's say enhance prompt again. So let's say I don't like this image. I go enhance prompt again and create image again. So let's see. Right in front of your eyes, within 2 minutes or 3 minutes, I was able to generate beautiful images that would have taken you at least 5 to 10 minutes of searching for the best prompt, figuring out everything else. And that's not it. Let's just see the power of this, right? So I created it in human style. Let's say I want a 3D character created. Okay, so let's check the drop down and just hit 3D. So let's create that image in 3D now. So the app will go out in seconds and create images for you in different styles. right? Isn't that a beautiful, beautiful thing? Have you seen anything like this in another app? Look at how beautiful that is. It's like a Disney character that is ready to go. You can animate it, you can make it talk, you can make it do different actions, right? So when I say create video, it will create a video for me of this girl, like, blinking her eyes or something like that. Let's say create a video. I hit the length booster right here. So let's say create a video. All the finished videos will save into my media library, right? So within a few seconds, the video will be ready for you. Let's say I want to add voice to this girl, right? So I say talking photos right here. This option I check right here. And then I say create video. Now, if you see right here, it says you can use text to speech, you can use voice recording, or you can import audio. So import audio means you can import any audio that you have. Let's say, for example, a song that you created somewhere else, right? So you can upload a song here, or you can upload your own voiceover to sync with a character. So we have so many different languages. Look at it here: French, German, Hebrew, Hungarian, Japanese, Kannada in Indian language, Khmer, Cambodian language, Korean, like Macedonian. I didn't even know there's a language like that. Mongolian. There's so many different languages: Serbian, Slovak, Spanish, Ukraine. You see all this, and you see how many dialects they have in Spanish alone. It's not just one standard Spanish language. You can target specifically Cuban Spanish, Costa Rican Spanish, Colombian Spanish, Spanish from Spain, So there's so many different varieties here. We have thought through it, and we have taken your feedback for the last 1 year, and we have created something that we're really proud of. You see, that's the beauty of it all. So that's exactly what I wanted to show you, how easy and simple that is. So when I say talking photos, create a video, right? Let's say we choose a female voice. So you can see the preview of the voice right here. So let me just type a message. Hey, welcome to this video. I am at the beach enjoying the sun. Just to show you an example, right? I just wanted to show you a quick example. So I click import speech, and then I can listen to the speech, right? So you have so many different voices. You don't have to stick to that voice. If you don't like it, you can go to so many other different voices. And you see the emotions right here. It says cheerful, customer service, narration, professional style, casual, empathetic, sad, excited, friendly, terrified, shouting. So you see, you can match your voice to the specific scenario, right? So whatever type of video that you're creating, you can do that. So some people are asking me, is my language included? Is Sinhalese included? Is Bengali included? And so on. So we have a lot of voices like Hindi and so on. If your voice is not included, by the way, you can import the audio in your own language. Let's say one of the voices is not included in your language, right? You can just upload the audio in your language and automatically sync it with the character. So it's that easy. If your voice is not included in text to speech, just import an audio and you're set to go. So let's say create talking video, right? So I just click create talking video, and it will just take a few seconds, and it will animate that image. So I'll just go to media library right here. So you see the girl on the beach, that video got created. You see the waves right in front of your eyes. I created this video within what, 5 seconds, 10 seconds it took me to create. So you see that video. You see how the girl is moving, the waves are moving in the background. You see how realistic her eye movements are, her face movements are. Tell me you can create cinematic style videos with this, right? And the beauty of VideoExpress is not just that. It's not just some creating small clips and getting done with that. You can drag and drop your clips right to the editor, like just like so, and create videos up to 5 minutes long, right? 5 minutes you can create with this app right here. You don't have to use CapCut. You don't have to use any other video editor out there. Just within the app, we have a built-in editor that is used to create videos. How beautiful is that? I think you're liking it. Are you liking what I'm sharing so far? Do you want more tips and tricks to speed up your video creation? Give me a yes in the chat box right now if you're liking all the information I'm sharing with you. Okay, perfect. Yes, yes. So let's look at some other videos, right? Like some other videos from Facebook. You see how the videos are so natural, so realistic. You see how they created a cinematic scene from the. You see how beautiful this scene looks. It looks like a real movie, right? That's what we were trying to achieve. You see how this character, how realistic that looks. See this, look at this baby, look at the movements right there. So that's what I'm trying to say, and there are hundreds and hundreds of videos right now. You see this trend about, like, glass fruit cutting and so on. Those are the kind of videos video express can generate as well. So very, very nice examples. Look at this example right here. Somebody created like a cinematic style clip with like characters speaking, characters moving, like just like a movie. You look at that, 2 minutes and 41 seconds, different scenes stitched together. You see how beautifully you can create different styles of videos. Okay, look at this. Look at the butterflies, how they're moving there in the character. Doesn't this look like from a Disney movie? Doesn't this character look like it's straight from a Disney movie, right? Okay, look at this dragon right here. So many things like you can do with this app, right? It's just mind-blowing to me, the type of videos that you can create. Look at this. Look at the snowfall, how beautiful that looks. Now you are able to create videos like this with just a push of a button. And this is not hype. This is like live, real examples that I'm trying to show you right in front of your eyes. There's nothing hyped up about it. There's nothing crazy about it. It's just right in front of your eyes, right? Okay, so now we have seen the type of videos that you can create and how easy it is to create with VideoExpress, right? So now the number one question I get is, okay, I can create videos, but can I monetize these videos on YouTube? Do people really watch this kind of videos? Like, can I make money with this kind of videos? Right? So let's address that question in a minute. Like, look at this. Let's look at this one video before we move on. See how they have text in the video as well? So they created the cat animated with text moving, a cat DJ with like different characters moving in the background. This is a song that was created by one of our customers, right from the VideoExpress app. See how beautiful that is? Amazing, right? So now let's discuss how to make money with these videos. There's another one, chimp vlogs, like right now, which is trending on social media. You can create a video like this with a monkey walking with a camera or whatever. And I created some examples I'm going to show you right in a minute in the account itself. Okay, so let me open up some links that I have saved. Now let's look at some examples, right? Like, can I monetize these videos? Can I make money with these videos? All these questions are going to be answered when I show you all these videos that I compiled, right? So let's search for kids stories, a simple keyword on YouTube. Okay, let's see the type of videos people are creating, and let's see if we can create similar videos or we can do better, right? So let's look at this first video. I put kid stories. I did nothing fancy, no fancy keywords, nothing like that. See the video right here, 525,000 views. Is that a good view count? I think so. I think anything about 500,000 is an amazing view count. So let's look at that video, right? Let's look what they did. Okay, let this pass. Let this ad pass by. Okay, so you see the type of video. They just have images, not moving images, just static images of a kid's story, right? Nothing fancy. They just have a character speaking here. You see, most of the video is just like images being animated. Now, can you do better? Just answer this question for yourself. Maybe answer it in the chat. Can you do better with VideoExpress? This video has 525,000 views with just images and voiceover. Look at that. Just like a voiceover on top, subtitles, and images being animated. Now let's look at VideoExpress examples, right? Let's look at them. Let's look at them right now. So if you see the characters move in the video, the characters do actions in the video, the characters talk, see how natural the video looks. Don't you think you can create better videos with VideoExpress than what this person has created here with over 500,000 views? Now, if you think AI videos can be monetized or not, by the way, all these images are generated with AI. That person didn't hire an animator. He didn't hire anyone fancy. He just went, asked ChatGPT to write me a kid story with like, just put a prompt like this in ChatGPT, right? I'm going to give you a hint right now. So whatever story you're creating, just model it after that. I don't like to complicate things. I keep things very, very simple. So I write something like this in ChatGPT, right? A prompt. Create me an emotional story with like a lead character, a male character or a female character. The story must have emotions. The story must have a moral and a message, something that kids can learn from. So something simple like that, and ChatGPT will spit out a complete story for you. And then when it creates a story, you can even tell ChatGPT, give me the prompts for each scene of the story, which I can paste into a AI video creator or an AI image creator, right? So ChatGPT will spit out all the prompts for you automatically within seconds. You just take that prompt, paste it into VideoExpress, create videos, right? It's as simple as that. Look at that. Just the movements there is just going to wow the audience when they look at it. If these kind of videos are getting 500,000 views, I can only imagine what you can do with just some creativity. You can just do wonders, right? So is video only 8 seconds long? Yes. The AI generated videos per prompt are generally 8 seconds long. Even with SORA or VEO3, the clips you generate are 8 seconds long. But the beauty of it is you can generate multiple clips within seconds, right? Just in front of your eyes, I showed you how I can generate these clips within like seconds. So let's just look at this girl talking. See, we created this video with the voiceover, right? See how I animated the girl. Right? You look at how natural her lip movements are, her head movements are. You see that? That's exactly what I want you to discover, right? I want you to discover the true power of this app. I don't want to hype it up. I want to show you live examples of what is achievable. Okay. So we looked at this video. It's just images and getting views. So let's look at some more examples, right? So let's go back here. Let's go back. Let's look at this. Let's look at some of the characters. So this is how you do market research as well, right? So when I look at what's converting, I look at all the YouTube videos which are like very high views, and I see, can I replicate something like this? Can I create something like this with my own story, right? So by the way, the lips are synced with the audio, right? So it's not something that's out of sync or anything like that. When there's a pause, she closes her lips as well. So it's perfectly synced with the character. It's not just some lip sync that's there in the background. It's perfectly synced. And that's the beauty of VideoExpress, right? Not many apps offer this feature where its lips are perfectly synced. And that too without a monthly fee, by the way. So that's that. Now let's look at some more examples, right? So when I do market research, I do like this. So let's say I want to get into the kids story niche, right? So I just type kids stories, nothing really fancy. People try to complicate things too much. I just keep it very, very simple. Now look at these examples. Look at these reels, for example, right? 7.2 million views, 500,000 views, 19,000 views, 48,000 views. Let's look at this example right here. Again, just images being animated. What if you can animate these images, put them together like so in VideoExpress, just drag and drop and create videos just like this with voiceover, with subtitles, and post it? Don't you think you will get, at least if you don't get these kind of views, let's not assume you get like millions of views. I'm not going to promise you millions of views. It's all based on case by case basis, right? But you can see people are already doing this. It's not something like nobody is doing that I'm telling you to do, right? So it's interesting. You see, simple stories how people are getting 500,000, 700,000, 1 million views. Let's check this Rapunzel story, right? These are the kind of videos you can create with VideoExpress right now. With a simple prompt, attach videos together and create a video, post it on YouTube, post it on TikTok, wherever. Okay, so let's see some real life examples now. So I showed you, like, let's look at this this story as well. You see this story? 47,000 views right now. Same images, background voiceover, nothing. The images are not moving. There's no subtitles in this video, nothing. They just made a simple video with like images, just no animation of the images itself. 47,000 views. So look at that, how beautiful that is. So that's the power of VideoExpress. Immediately you can go create characters like this, make them move, make them dance with your prompt, do different things. See how a cat is cutting a fish right here. Look at that. So you can do so many different things. Look at this rat right here dancing. So I can create animations that are Disney level animations with a simple prompt. Do you see any blurriness in this video? No blurriness. Full HD quality, right? Amazing. And these are not restricted to just like cartoon characters or something like that. Let's look at some realistic examples, right? Look at how beautiful that girl, her hair movements are, her eye blinking, face smiling, the wrinkles, beautiful. Look at that. Doesn't that look like a professional photo shoot or a video shoot right there? You see how beautiful that girl, her hair movements, her dress is moving. That's look like a realistic shot to me. It looks like it was shot by a real camera. Nobody can tell the difference that it's AI, right? So with VideoExpress, for just a one-time cost, you can create these kind of videos. And now with VEO3, like SORA, there are like a lot of apps, Kling, all of them charge a monthly fee, right? There's no app in the market that doesn't charge a monthly fee and offers all these features. And we have gone ahead of those as well by offering you talking videos, consistent character stylizer. Character stylizer as well, you can post a reference image. If you want to create a character that is consistent throughout the scenes, right? You can post a reference image of, let's say this chimp, I want to create different scenes. I take a screenshot of this chimp, post it as a reference image, and then say, put him in a beach, do whatever action with him. And then it will create an image with this face right here, right? So you can experiment with it. And you see, you can create a vertical video. You can create a landscape video. You have various different options you can do from, right? So it's not restricted to landscape, not restricted to vertical. Okay, let's see some more examples, right? So we covered the kid stories here. You can see how simple videos are getting 2 million views, 2.1 million views, 900,000 views. Look at this, just images being animated, nothing fancy, nothing, no animations, nothing else. 2 million views right there, right there. And you can do it. You can do it within seconds with VideoExpress, right? Okay, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Now let's look at some more examples. I saved some more examples for you right here. Let's copy the link and I'll paste it right here. Okay, let's look at this channel right here. 164,000 views right here, right? And look at these videos. 59,000 views, 70,000 views, 20,000 views, 200,000 views, 100,000 views, 130,000 views. Let's look at their videos, right? Simple, simple. You see how that text is not even perfect in the background? It's just simple images being animated. The quality is not that great. It's okay. Simple kid story with a moral story or something like that. And you look at the amount of views that they're getting. And this channel is completely monetized, by the way, right? That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of AI, where it automates things right now to such a level that these kind of videos can be created in minutes. Now, a lot of you in the group, a lot of you I've seen in the group and, in our chat somewhere when we discuss, a lot of you complicate a lot of things. Like, I want the perfect output. I want the character to like move in a certain way. I want the character to wear a certain dress. I want the exact particular color. I'm unable to achieve that kind of result. I want the character to blink in a certain way. I want the mouth movements to be in a certain way. Look at that. These videos are not perfect. They're far from perfect, right? Even the school is not spelled correctly. If you've seen this video, CHOLOL. You see that? They didn't go for perfection. They went for quantity. So you have to put out videos to monetize them, right? It's not about like perfection. It's not about like, oh, I want the character to move a certain way. It's not moving, so I'm going to complain right now in the Facebook group. I'm going to post a message saying, hey, I'm trying to get the character to walk, but he's running. I'm trying to get the character to walk straight, but he's running sideways. It doesn't matter. The story is what matters, right? Just create stories that are really good, that kids can learn from, that they get a moral from, or some lesson from it, or turn like popular stories into like real presentations and post them on YouTube. It's as simple as that, right? If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Every day do one video. Maybe spend like 10 to 15 minutes, do one video. And these videos are not long. They're 30 seconds long, 40 seconds long. Simple and easy to create videos, right? So let's see. So 8 seconds per clip with AI that you can create. And if I stitch them together, if I put 5 clips together, that's 40 seconds, right? Like realistically, 40-second video. You can create within what? I showed you right in front of your eyes. Create with a prompt. Go create that prompt. Create with videos. It will be saved in your gallery within seconds. See, I created this cat dancing, right? This rat dancing, for example, different dance poses. I just drag and drop, drag and drop, drag and drop. Put my audio here. Maybe if I have an audio, if I have an uploaded audio, go to media library and you say it says my AI audio. I can just drag and drop my audio right here. It can be music clip, it can be a voiceover, and so on. If you want the character to talk, you can go to talking video and you can create a talking video. How hard was that? Super easy, right? So people are already making these kind of videos which are not perfect and getting results from it, right? So let's look at some more examples, right? Yeah. So here is one more channel I wanted to show you as well. And these, I didn't work really hard to get these examples. I just searched kid stories, like the top 5 videos. I went to the channel and I'm just showing it to you right here. Nothing really fancy. You see this channel? 16,000 subscribers. And look at their videos. 137,000 views, 179,000 views, 200,000 views. And what did they create? Just images. Nothing really fancy, just images. This is an ad, by the way. Let me skip this. Look at that. Just images. You're looking for perfection with action. You're looking for the character to wear a certain color of clothing. You're looking for a character to blink in a certain way, walk in a certain way. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. These examples show us right in front of our eyes, 200,000 views for just a slideshow of images with voiceover, right? So I want you to focus on the content, not the output of the AI, okay? So even if you have a good story, you put clips together, that's it. Put it together and put it out there. People love it. Do you think kids care what color of clothing the character is wearing when they're watching a story? They don't. They just look at what the story is. If the visuals are secondary, what they're listening is primary, right? But if the characters can blink, talk like this, it's going to be super intriguing. Doesn't matter what kind of clothing she's wearing, right? So ultimately, that's what I want you to focus on. Don't go too nitpicky on the type of features. And by the way, look at this consistent character here. So she created something like this. Let's go. Oh, I think it's a he. So it's one of our customers right here. So you see how consistent character with the same clothing and so on is creating different videos out of it. So you can do that now with the perfect animations right here. And this is one of our customer. He has some really, really good examples, by the way. So I'll just pause the audio right here. Okay, so this is his YouTube channel that he created very recently. And if you look at the videos that he created with our app, it's just 4 days ago. 4 days ago, you see the video that he created. Let's look at it. All these visuals are created with VideoExpress, by the way. You see, that's a consistent character right there. He created a baby doing different actions. He put the clips together, created the song with Suno.ai or any other singing music creator, and just created the video, stitched it together. If you be too particular about what the characters are wearing, and if you're too particular about what the character actions are with AI, there's no app in the market right now which, if you say, oh, I want the character working forward, wearing red color clothing, blinking 2 times. If you put that even in Sora, it's not going to give you the exact image that you have in your mind, right? The AI has a mind of its own. That's what I want you guys to remember. The AI has a mind of its own. It's going to create visuals in its style from what it has learned from previous history, right? So if it creates a visual that is slightly different, that's okay. Use that visual. Don't nitpick and spend 1 hour, waste your time on like creating the perfect image and trying to put the perfect video, right? Look at this guy here. He just created it. Put the character is wearing different clothing. It doesn't matter. Every scene has different clothing. You see, the character is not wearing the same clothing in every scene. He's wearing different clothing. It's just a bunch of clips put together, and you see how the text is. He did that too. So what I'm trying to say is, put your video together quickly. Doesn't matter about the clothing style. Remember that AI has a mind of its own, and just go with your flow and finish the video fast. I don't want you guys spending 1 hour sitting there spending time to create the perfect video. Okay, that's my ultimate message to you guys. So let's look at some other videos, right? So here is another video from a different niche. So this is like animal stories. So far, we looked at human characters being animated, right? Let's look at this channel right here. 400,000 subscribers, 32 videos, just 32 videos. Not 100, not 300, not 100, not 50 videos. Just 32 videos, okay? And 400,000 subscribers. 400,000 with 32 videos. That's incredible. How many videos can you create with VideoExpress in the next 30 days? Let's imagine that, right? You can create 32 videos. I think most of you can create 32 videos. And these videos are 30 seconds long. Let's look at the videos. Just simple stories. Instead of humans, they're using animals as the primary character here. That's all they're doing. Nothing fancy. Instead of a boy, you're using a cat as the primary character, right? And you're just creating different scenes and stitching them together. Look at how all the scenes are stitched together. Do you see any scene that's over 8 seconds long? These scenes are literally 3 seconds or 4 seconds long, not even 8 seconds. Each scene 3 seconds long, right? Look how we stitched it together to make a simple story. Nothing fancy, no voiceover, nothing. And this channel is monetized also, by the way. Okay. So that's the beauty of AI, right? If you keep nitpicking, like, I want the perfect result, you're never going to make a video. I want you guys from today to focus on the output. AI will create it. I will put it out there. That's the only thing you need to do. You guys have busy schedules. You guys have kids. You guys have work. I want you to focus on creating videos and just put it out there. Monetize your YouTube channels, monetize your TikTok channels, and get them ready to go. So let's look at some customer examples. So I showed you a cat story, right? Where a cat is performing different actions, just like this channel, right? So many of you might be asking, okay, Sid, you're showing me all these examples. Can VideoExpress create this? Let me show you a live example right now, okay? So let me copy this URL right here, paste it right into your browser right here. Okay. I think I saved it in the wrong. Yeah, but anyways, we have a customer in our channel, in our Facebook group that has created these cat style videos. Let me try to find them right before your eyes right here, if I can find them quickly. I think I didn't save that clip for you right here, but let me look into it. Let me see. So you see how this character is making different characters run. This is the same type, right? Like look at this channel right here. The cat stories channel we were looking at. Cat doing different actions, right? You can make them do that. You see that? And there was a better example, by the way. I'll just try to find it right now. Okay. So I will try to find that and show it to you in a few minutes. But let's move ahead so I don't waste. Oh, here it is. Look at this video. This customer from our Facebook group created this with VideoExpress. Simple clips put together. Cat doing different actions. Cat combing the hair of a dog. You don't even have to be complex with your prompts. How did you do this? Let me just show you here. Okay. So when you come into VideoExpress, I'll say leave here. Just select the vertical format. It will change the dimensions of your clip right here. And you go from create from prompt, select the 3D style from the drop down, and just say like a cat combing the hair of a dog. That's all you have to say. Cat combing hair of a dog. Okay. I'm not doing anything fancy, by the way. Look at me again, keeping it very, very simple. Enhance the prompt. Look at that, how beautifully it enhanced the prompt for me. I didn't do anything. Create the image, right? Let's see what it comes up with. Okay, it's as simple as that. Like you don't have to do anything else. By the way, I forgot to select the vertical style here, but anyways, I can change it after the fact. So if you don't like this image right here, you can go enhance the prompt, change the things. When it enhances the prompt, I think it changed that comb the hair. I think it removed it, but anyways, you can go and change it and slightly and improve the prompt, by the way. I'm not going to waste time because we have seen live examples here of customer creating these kind of videos, right? So to save your time and my time, I'm just going to keep it very simple because Ali is going to go and he's going to show you in depth how to create this. You see, simple videos like this created with VideoExpress right now and share it on social media. It's as simple as that. Okay. And here is another idea I'm going to give you. I gave you so many ideas right now. I'm going to give you one more idea. I'm going to pause this, by the way. Okay. Pets dancing. This is another niche that's really, really working well in YouTube and monetizing those AI generated videos. Look at this puppy dancing, 97 million views. Dogs dancing, cats dancing, 4 million views, 65 million views. 65 million views for a cat dancing video. Isn't that incredible? Incredible. 65 million views, 6 million views of a cat dancing. Dog dancing. Look at that, 180,000 views. 25 million views, 26 million views, 1.4 million views. Look at that. And none of these are perfect videos. If you see, the dog's neck looks weird a little bit. The dog's face is blurry here. You see that, right? The video is not perfect. The dog's face is blurry. A lot of you obsess over like, oh, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. But that video has millions of views right now. Yeah, that's right there, proof that it doesn't have to be a perfect output. Okay, so can you create those kind of videos? To save time here, again, before the call I went ahead and created some videos, right? So let's look at this rat right here dancing. So look at how beautiful it's moving, right? Now let's look at it, one more video that it created. See, it's making some steps right here. One more video. So 4 different clips I created, like of a rat wearing nice clothing, dancing. That's all I wrote. And then it created me these different types of clips. Okay. So ultimately what you do is you just drag all the rat clips into the timeline, the same rat that I created right here. Put a music file, like let's go to media library, my audio, just drag and drop a file. That's it. You have a video ready. Nothing complicated, nothing complex about it. Simple and easy. Within 5 minutes, I have a video ready to go. Yeah, I have to check a music file, but like this is just an example how easy it is. And then you say export video, and HD quality video is ready for you within seconds, right? So it's as simple as that. So pets dancing is another good niche that's working well right now in social media. And these are just examples I wanted to show you, right? And how simple and easy it is to create videos. So you've seen in our Facebook group as well how the customers are already creating like animal style videos, cat stories, and different types of videos. You've seen the channel of one of our customers, like how they created kid stories, right? Now, let's look at this. This is another interesting niche that's going very popular right now on social media, TikTok, and so on. So if you want to monetize these videos, these are 100% AI generated, right? That's why I'm showing you these examples so you can get some ideas as well. So you look at that Bigfoot talking, right? So Bigfoot talking, holding a selfie stick and talking, Bigfoot walking in a forest and talking, Bigfoot doing certain activities and talking. Look at the just the views that these are getting, 800,000 views and so on. So let's look at a channel. Let's look at an actual TikTok channel that's getting these views, right? Let's go here. Okay, so let's look at this guy. All he's doing in TikTok is he posting these videos, which are like 30-second long and so on. They're not long. 1 minute here, 1 minute to 30 seconds long. Look at 4 million, 18 million, 3 million, 200, 300K. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get these kind of views. Not at all. Okay. I just want to put it out there. I'm not promising that when you post these kind of videos, you're going to get these kind of views, because it varies, right? It's based on the algorithm. It's based on like how YouTube treats your video, how new your account is, and all that. But over time, if you keep posting these videos, it will catch fire. Like as people start subscribing, YouTube will show your videos more and more to other people, and so on. Now, can we create these kind of videos in VideoExpress, right? Now let's go back to VideoExpress right here. Let's go to my clip library, media library, my AI videos that I generated this morning, okay, to save time. Now I created a Bigfoot walking in the forest wearing vacation clothing and talking to the camera, right? Let's look at this. Yeah, so you can create videos like this very quickly and easily, right? You can sync them with the audio. You can do everything like this. Like you see how the Bigfoot vlogs, that's really popular on TikTok right now, getting millions of views. Those videos are possible with VideoExpress within minutes, right? Yeah, look at that. A realistic film shot of Bigfoot talking, taking a selfie in sunlight. That was the prompt. That was a simple prompt. It enhanced it. And you see how realistic the sun looks, how realistic the chimp looks, and so on. Better than the examples we have seen, right? Better than the examples we have seen. So that's the beauty of it. Whatever you can imagine, you can do it. All you have to do is do some market research, right? What's working right now? What kind of videos can I create? A lot of people are lazy to do that research. They don't want to go spend that extra time doing that research. They just want like a set template. Or today I told you like these videos are going to convert. They say you're going to copy it exactly the way it is. What I recommend is adding your own twist to it all the time. So you have to be very smart about it. If I tell you like these chimp videos are working or Bigfoot videos are working, think about something else. Like think about a different animal talking, right? Like let's say the cat videos, for example, make it into dog stories instead of cat stories. You know, make it into squirrel stories instead of cat stories. You know, you don't have to use the same animal. You can make it into a different animal and make them talk and so on. So right in front of your eyes, I showed you so many different examples, right? Like even that cat stories, for example, I created like a story here. See how you can create animated stories with like characters just like this? Simple and easy. Cat cutting a fish in a fancy kitchen. That's all I typed. Cat cutting a fish in a fancy kitchen. It enhanced the prompt. I used the 3D filter and created this video for me. Simple, scene, done, right? So that's the way I want you to think about things. And by the way, like, there will always be improvements and so on. We have already improved VideoExpress into 2.0, given a lot of features that are not available in other apps for a one-time price, by the way. And more improvements are on the way in the future. Now, you may not find the feature that you really want if you're really nitpicky about certain things like, oh, Kling does this, Sora does this, Google VEO does this, and so on. But I can also say like VO doesn't create human videos up to 1 minute long, right? That's available in VideoExpress. They don't have a AI sound maker. You can upload a clip of a car moving, like let's say I have an AI clip of a car driving or something like that, right? I can put it into the AI sound creator and it's going to create perfect sound for me of the car moving. I don't even have to search for sound effects. I don't have to go somewhere to figure out what sound effect to add and so on. If the cat is cutting like with a knife or something and you don't know what kind of sound effect to put, just go to the sound maker, select the video you want to create sound for, or you can create sound with a prompt. Like you can say, I want a hissing noise, I want a bird singing or something like that, and you can create the perfect sound effects for your videos, right? So all these features are really advanced and really amazing. Now you should not be nitpicky about like, oh, this feature is not available, that feature is not available. There are some features that are not available in other apps that are available in VideoExpress, right? So I want you to look at the positive side of the coin all the time. That's what you need to see, how you can utilize the app that you have and how you can get the best results out of it, right? So that's the beauty of it. Now, somebody is asking me like in the chat, now, can I create a commercial for my business, right? Let's say you have a business, like you're a chiropractor, you're a doctor, you're like whatever profession, you want to create videos. Now, I've already shown you like, examples of people creating like different styles of videos. Now, what if you want to create commercials, right? Look at this doctor talking to the screen, like somebody else created it. So you can create an image like this and make them talk. You can create a perfect commercial for your business, right? So the possibilities are truly endless. Like, it's just amazing what you can achieve. Look at how this girl is dancing. They made a song. So song with Suno.ai, and they made a music video out of it, right? So you see how beautiful the actions are of the background and how the girl is moving and so on. Now we can turn Suno.ai songs into like music videos right in front of your eyes, right? So beauty of that. So everybody right now, what I want you to do, go join our Facebook group if you're not in there. If you're going to miss out on all this information, all these examples that people are sharing, you're definitely missing out. You're just going to miss out on a ton of ideas. I think just this Facebook alone, just what we have here is worth a lot of money, because nobody is going to give you ideas like this. Uh, every day you log into the Facebook group, one thing you're going to learn is what kind of videos can I create, what can I achieve, right? So my support team right now posts the Facebook group link right into the chat box, so people can go and join the group right now. Okay. And by the way, we do weekly training webinars for our customers every week. So if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, click the subscribe button right now. Okay. Every week we get online and we do customer training webinars like just like this, to showcase all the features, to show you how you can achieve best results, what are the improvements we are making to our apps, and so on. So make sure you hit the subscribe button right now, like this video, and also join our Facebook group. Don't miss out on that. It is just a valuable resource that you just can't miss out on. Okay. So I will pass it on to Aline right now, where he'll take you through the entire app step by step. I know I went through some of the features, I flew by them because I wanted to show you so many different examples. I wanted to show you what's possible with the app and what you need to be looking at. Once again, I'm going to tell you, AI has a mind of its own. Don't expect it to create the perfect vision of what you have in your mind. It won't come into a video, okay? So manage your expectations. And once you realize that AI has a mind of its own, I'm going to create a video no matter what and get it out there, then you're going to be able to put out so many videos in bulk and get the same results, like the type of results people are getting online, right? So that's what I want you to achieve. So go ahead and create your videos. Now, Ali is going to take over and show you step by step how to use the app. So thank you for joining in. And I'll be right here. I'll be answering to your comments and I'll chime back in if there's anything else I need to discuss at the end. So Ali, are you here?
Yep, I am.
Okay, thank you. That took a little bit longer than expected. I got a little bit excited, but yeah, you can go ahead and you can
That's
take
fine. I'm like, yeah, Sid's done the entire presentation. I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks, Ali.
Hey, all right. So, right, how do I keep up with everything Sid's mentioned? I mean, he's covered quite a lot. However, there's been a lot of juicy stuff that was left off the table. Okay, so I've obviously been monitoring questions, and a lot of great information, comments have been coming through, especially for the purposes of what you can use this for. So I think Sid has covered, the possibilities of using this for, cartoon Pixar style themed video, which is fantastic and it's great. However, comments also, you can use this for business related videos like commercials, video sales letters, storyboards, education videos. Don't just think you're just confined to, just making short clips, because, the longer length clips in a total is 5 minutes. Okay, so everyone's aware it's 5 minutes, but you can imagine you can have, you can compound 5-minute clips to make them much more larger length if you want. But 5 minutes or TikTok, especially TikTok and shorter videos, work very well for the algorithm. However, what I'm going to show you very quickly is going to kind of give you further ideas before we go into the juicy part of the information. So one thing I would say, because I know when you're creating content, you don't have to share your work to the public gallery. Okay, there is a section where you can turn that off. However, I would always say, if you want inspiration, go into the public gallery, okay, and you will see the screen will pop up. And on here will be even some of the stuff that I've been quietly working on, trying different stuff. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because you don't realize how powerful this is. Okay, yeah, it sounds a bit of a cliche term, how powerful it is, but let me explain the reason why. So just imagine you're not the only user using this. Okay, there's so many people using their creative minds and using AI, perfecting prompts and things like that. Okay, and one of the key things that even Sid mentioned is that how can you make prompts better? Okay, or people are asking, how can I make my prompt even better? Now, I'll quickly touch on a prompt, but here's the key thing. When you're building out a project, okay, if you're building out a clip, have a theme in mind, isn't it? Like you need a short storyboard. Because the moment you've got a storyboard, okay, set in your mind, then it's much more easy to understand, okay, if I have a short storyboard, I need to break that up into smaller scenes. And many of you may be thinking, well, I'm not really a copywriter. Okay, so I'll just quickly show you with ChatGPT. This is something that I created. Okay, so I asked it to make a numbered song for kids, 1 to 10. I want it to build an image scene prompt and a video action prompt, and it done all of it for me. Okay, so things like ChatGPT are available for you. Don't have to just do kids singing videos. But the only reason I did this, I'll be very honest why I did this. Coming back to the example from a customer within the group who made the baby dance video, and then you got Counting with Jungle Friends. And I guess the fascinating thing was because the views, you can see, yeah, the views are pretty low. And then the moment we can see, kids singing videos, we can see there's a drastic change in everything. We've got over 1,000 views, nearly 700 views, 1,000 views. So it goes to show, remember, a really important point Sid mentioned is that don't always try to chase perfectionism as getting things right, because remember, who's your audience? Let's just say, as an example, if we're doing this for kids aren't going to realize if one sock is red and one sock is white, right? The kid's not going to realize. The kids just want to sing along and learn 1, 2, 3, right? So I thought that was really important to mention. But what I did is I went over to VideoExpress and I thought, can I recreate? Let me find that example. Okay, so let's just say there's this counting video. I'm not going to go all the way up to 10, but here, look, 1, 2, 3, etc., right? So you get that. So this is what I came up with. Okay, this is my own little version. Right, so you got the gist of it. Now that took me, if I'm completely honest, how long did it take me? Probably less than 15 minutes, because I had to go get access to Suno.ai and create a royalty-free music track. Okay, it was a very easy task, and I'll show you here this right now. Okay, so if I go to my media gallery, look, you can see my videos here. I'll be working on some very interesting stuff, and I guess I'll share with you in just a moment. But let me see, where did those go? So this was the key thing when I made that clip. Okay, so I went over to, again, I didn't write any of it. ChatGPT done all of it. It created the image prompt for it and even the video action prompt of it. And then what I did then later, I took all of this information and then I asked ChatGPT, can you now create it into a description so you could create the song for it? So everything, okay, look, I'm even talking to a lot. It's asking me to describe the song, blah, blah, blah. And then I say, look, just give me it in. I said, it's too long. And then here, look, this is it. That's what it came down to. A very short snippet. I thought, let me keep it to 1, 2, 3, but you get the gist of it. Now, coming back here, here we have, look, number 1. Let's see number 1, okay? Number 2 with the ducks. Okay, that was very odd. The audio disappeared. I don't know why. But can you see when you have a when you understand what is the purpose, the intention of the video you're creating? Yeah, obviously, if you're using this for the first time and you just want to really get the most out of it and understand the capabilities on the prompts, fine, go have fun with it. But the moment you start, like Sid mentioned, and you do your market research, let me have an intention behind it, let me have a specific goal of what I'm building, things become a lot easier, right? Because then you can start breaking down the scenes. It's all about, once you have that, understand what your goal is, then you start breaking down the scenes, and then you can understand what graphics will I need to start building, and then subsequently what videos will I create based off those graphics that will build out my scene and my entire video. Okay, so questions, I will answer them, so please bear with me just to make sure everything goes nice and smoothly. So if I come back here now, okay, I just want you to imagine scene 1, 2, and 3. Now, what I would always recommend when you're here for the first time, you probably saw this, you have a landscape and vertical. When you come to the media library, let me actually go back. Okay, come to the media library. The best advice I can give you, if you have OCD, not OCD, but keep everything organized, have everything structured. It makes it more accessible, makes it much more easier. And we'll talk about the integration with Artistly. But when you're creating your files, your images, you can have it nice and organized, and you can repurpose them, especially when we talk about consistent characters. Okay, so some of these images I actually created over in Artistly, and I created images also using VideoExpress. So I wanted both, best of both worlds that I could use. Now I have my 3 scenes. Let's get back to this. I've got my 3 scenes here. 1, 2, and number 3. Okay. Now, my audio I'm pretty sure once I generated the audio from Suno.ai, you can see here, look, it's called Counting with Friends. One thing you're going to realize, it's actually a much larger length video. The reason being there's a chorus in there. Now, what I could do, I could actually start creating, snippet videos for that chorus, essentially like what do you call it, B-roll or little chorus videos, and I could add to it. But in this case, what I did, I just simply I just added more than one, but I could create different scenes of the elephant pertaining to what was said. Okay, and you can see that's just on repeat. And if I want, I can obviously go add little animations, which I'll show you later on. Okay, but you can see really, really simple. Once I was happy with it, look, all we've got to do, I listen to the audio. I can come here. Okay, I know this is where the chorus starts here, it ends here, so I just line up the editor, and I simply cut the audio from here. I right click and I delete, and I can move it and I can match it. I listen to the audio, and hey presto, we are good to go. And let's just say theoretically that it ended here. The audio, I cut it. I don't need this, and there we have our length video here. Okay, and that's it. And I would go ahead and export video. Now, a quick video, maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes, as much as you want to do. You can see how simple this is. Now, going to another video that I created here. Okay, so you can see I've got quite a few videos in here. Okay, so what we'll do, because this is going to be interesting, what I'll do, let me actually delete some of this. Okay, I can't delete that, so let's delete this. Let's start with a brand new canvas, and I'm just going to show you one more example, and then we'll actually start getting into the practical stuff. Okay, so the song was done at Suno.ai. Okay, so let's see. So I've got this gentleman here. Okay, now this chap here, okay, was built by a single image. Okay, so I used the feature of consistent character within VideoExpress. So there's a character here. He starts off being chased by a dinosaur. He then ends up in a cave. He subsequently then finds himself confronted with the dinosaur, and he has a gun. And then he subdues the dinosaur and he rides him. Don't ask why, but I'm just showing you how, you just be creative, and you can see how fun this can be. Okay, and check this out. This is what we got. And he has conquered the dinosaur. So, you can do the hybrid of using a hyper-realistic human being and an animal. So you could have that, that mix and match, and have man and machine, or man and animal, and make something quirky, something unique, something different. Build out your story, your engaging videos, truly unique, that will grab attention. And one thing I just want to kind of reinforce, when Sid was mentioning the views, okay, 500,000 views, or 1,000 views, or 500 views. No one can promise you're going to get X, Y, and Z, but this is the key part. What does generating views translate into? And the answer to that is by just getting these videos out there. Okay, you have things like ChatGPT that can script you the stories and the boards and the scenes and everything that you need. VideoExpress has all of that capability with the Extend Prompter. It will, number one, platforms like TikTok, even Facebook, even YouTube have something where they will pay you for the views that you are generating. Okay, first and foremost. Secondly, when somebody's generating views, one thing that I saw in one of the videos, I'm pretty sure where the selfie videos Sid was showing, is that he had a link, and I'm pretty sure he sent it to a website where he was teaching people how he was making those videos. So he was selling a course. So by generating those views, you're essentially generating leads. Okay, so whether you're doing this for your own personal products or services, or you are doing these videos as lead generation for getting your own products or services or businesses, That's the key. You're getting eyeballs. So you're getting AdSense, you're getting paid by the companies where you're uploading it if you are using these social media websites, or you're generating these leads, you're capturing these leads. We could redirect them into landing pages, opt-in pages, or subsequently you can then redirect them to paid products and services, whether they're online or offline, e-commerce, digital products, whatever it may be. So it's a much bigger reality, or it's a much bigger revenue generating strategy than you probably didn't even think about. Okay, by building these videos. And if you go and try to hire someone to build even these short 5-second Pixar style videos, there will be some companies, because I remember from the past, especially with products and stuff like that, they were charging like up to $300 to $1,000 per 30 seconds or per minute or whatever it was. A huge amount. Okay, so the scary thing now with apps like VideoExpress, that eliminates the use of those professionals. Okay, now another really important question was consistent characters. Okay, so I'm going to show you that right now. So if I go to, so first of all, let's just quickly have a quick look at the interface so you get familiar with it, especially though I think Sid's just going to.
Hey Ali, one thing I wanted to show you that was a really, really good point you made about like adding links to your videos. That's an amazing, amazing way to make money right now. And a lot of people have been doing it. A lot of creators have been doing it. So I'll just show you an example, right? So I'll just share the screen for a second. Share screen 1 second. Let me find that example and I'll pass it on to Ali again. But like, I just wanted to show you this one example that he was talking about. Okay, can everyone see my screen right now?
Let me just remove my one. There we go. Should be up. There we go.
Okay, so one of these video channels I saw, right, just for kids, you see 800,000 subscribers. You see how in their description they're adding like buy silly crocodile merchandise or whatever. Now imagine something like either you sell your own merchandise or you send them to an affiliate link. For example, let's say like you created the video with VideoExpress, right? And your goal is to get the video monetized and like, earn money from that, because a lot of people right now, that's all they're doing. They're just posting the videos, getting the views, and YouTube is paying them for the AdSense income, right? So for showing ads in this video. So how can you generate more money than that? Now, let's say you created a video with VideoExpress. You posted all those videos into social media. Now, let's say you post a link like, learn how I created this video. And then you send them to like, I created this video using VideoExpress.ai, and you can get the app here or whatever. Like once people click on that link and buy from you, then you get paid 40% of whatever we sell the app for, right? So that's an easy way to make money. Like what if somebody liked this video and they want to know how to create this video, right? They land on VideoExpress page. As an affiliate, you get paid for the commission. Or you can post your merchandise, whatever link that is, just make sure you add some kind of link in there. So that's a great point, Ali. That was a beautiful point right
there. Yeah, that's another really important thing to mention, that people are, especially with this next level generation of video creation, people are going to buy VideoExpress regardless. Wouldn't you want to get paid for providing the information to the customer regardless, right? So you could make these quirky videos, generate commissions just by making videos like that. But even products and services, whatever you find, you can. I mean, there's a whole range, isn't there, with other apps, especially with Artistly, etc., etc. So what we'll do now, we'll jump into. Let's have a quick look at the interface. Okay, so remember public gallery, because I was on there before, and I just want to quickly mention this really juicy point. The only reason I want to mention this, because this is kind of a secret hack. Okay, I say that you don't have to, obviously, when these are for individuals that want to post to public. You don't have to. But the reason I want to mention this is because you will come across some fantastic ideas that you probably never even thought of, like this little, this gorilla here with, I don't know, some automatic machine gun. Simply go to the information or the detail section here. And what you may find on some of them, depending, as long as it's not restricted, is check this out. you're going to get the image prompt. Okay, first and foremost, you're going to get the image prompt that was used to build out this image. So guess what? You know, now don't have to do any guesswork. But if you wanted to, let's just say you found an image online and you had things like, you know, Artistly, you could do mirror magic and use that image and reverse engineer it. Fantastic, that's fine. Now, secondly, we have something called the video prompt, okay, which I'll show you as well for those that won't know. So I've got the entire video prompt of what this person has designated of what they wanted this particular subject in the image to actually do in the video, right? So that's a bit of a manual way, isn't it? So let's just make life even more easier for every single one of you. Simply go to redesign. So somebody's done all the hard work, okay? What am I going to do? I'm just going to go and select redesign. And guess what? It's filled in all the fields for me. Right? Is everybody seeing this? And one thing Sid didn't mention, but this is really, really important, okay? Every time you're creating images, you have a choice to save that image. I always say, look, if you like the image, great, save it. Keep it as your main reference image, because what you may not realize, if you're creating, like, let's just say you're doing a sing-along or a film or a book or a comic, whatever it may be, you can keep hold of those images and you could create your own book, essentially, okay? Because those could be the images for your comic book or your book, your the kid's story book, whatever it may be. Okay, or if you want to rebuild further scenes using consistent character function, you have that initial scene. And this is a bit, you know, by allowing it into the public gallery, you can essentially repurpose anybody else's ingenious work as your own. Okay, you can come and make little modifications, etc., etc. Now, for this one, you can see, look, I can go straight away create video, or I want to recreate. So I want to create something a little bit different, but the specific reason I want to create the image here is to show you the process itself instead of just showing you, something that's already filled in. So what we'll do, we give it a few moments to generate that. Okay. And we allow the DNA of it to start building it out. Now, this is another good question that came up. Somebody said, look, I don't want to share. What about if I want to make my content private? Well, simply, look, you can uncheck this box here at the end. Okay, share this in the public gallery, and it's hidden. It's as simple as that. Okay. Now I have the video prompt here. I could keep it as that, or I could keep it blank. But you know what? Sometimes what I do, you don't have to do that, but I just copy the same thing. Okay, it's essentially the same thing, but you could actually then navigate and have something a little bit different. It's completely up to you. However, if I want the character or the subject, in this case, this hairy animal to be speaking, then I could do a talking photos selection here. And I can then, if I want it to be singing, I could do singing, okay? But for this, I'm not going to do that right now. Let's read the prompt. Tight waist up, capturing a massive fur-clad, okay, exuding raw menace, inside grip. But I want him to be shooting the scene drenched, okay? A big his grip on tie. Okay. And firing away the Tommy gun, okay, and that's it. And hey, okay, so this is another. I mean, it's such a subtle thing, but sometimes you miss it. So remember the very first image that we created, the base reference image that we saw initially. Okay, you can actually go and check it out. Okay, so you can always switch between both, but the reason I'm showing this is because when you're building your own images, you can create, it's essentially like a canvas of all the images you create, and you can actually look at it in full mode, and you can see, okay, maybe I don't like this detail, maybe I want to make little tweaks on that detail, etc., etc. Make little changes. You can do all of that stuff by having that, that expanding the image and seeing a bit more detail close up. Okay. Secondly, you have two sections where you can save the image down below, or simply select and save image here. So I'll go save image. And yes, the beautiful thing is what it should do is take your image and go store it for you. Okay. And remember with VideoExpress, it will store up to 6 months for you. Okay. So that is all done now. You can see, look, your images have been saved in the media library, my AI images. So I don't need to be running around on my desktop and making folders and zip folders and all of that stuff. It is all covered for me. Now, Next step, what do we have to do? Simply go ahead and select create video. Okay, so but before doing that, just make sure, are you happy? Do you want this to be for normal YouTube viewing, TV, desktop, or do you want it to be for mobile responsive devices? You can select and you can create it depending on your needs or your purposes. Okay, and create video. That's it. So what we'll do, we'll allow that to go off and start building that out. But does that, I'm hoping you can kind of recognize, okay, I'm hoping you can agree with me and recognize the power of the public gallery. Okay, it's just, it's such an amazing place. You can see, look, consistent characters where you can come and you could recognize what others are doing, especially when it comes to the prompts, and you could actually model what's working, because you can see, look, here we have a consistent character here. This female here looks like in a bar, and you can see she's in different positions, okay, consistently throughout. And then we have construction. So you can see, look, consistent characters. It's a really good display. A really good display of the power of consistency, because I think that was one of the, it is a major feature there, to do things consistently. I think that's what we need to go and do right now. And here's some examples of what I did as well, but we'll go ahead and start building those out as well. And I'll show you how I was able to do that. So this is another interesting one. Okay, so somebody said, can you do this for business? And that's exactly what I did. So here we can see this. Actually, I could just play it from here. So you can check this out. Okay, let me actually do the right one. And you can have them as talking humans. Now, you won't be able to hear it. However, there is audio with it. Now, what else I created, I thought, what about motor vehicles? Now, just imagine, I just want you to just imagine for a minute that you are maybe a vehicle reviewer, car reviewer. I don't know if you have this in the States. I think you have this temporarily in the States. I know we had, what's that guy from? We had Joey from Friends, Matt LeBlanc. He came over and he joined Top Gear. So I just imagine, the car community is so huge. Imagine you're a journalist reviewing cars. Okay. And I created these. Okay. And check this out. Here's first the car. Okay, and check this out. It's getting chased by the police. So Nissan GTR being chased by police. And let's see the first version. And this one actually has sound on it. Okay. And here we have another one. And look at the realism of it. And here's another key thing I want everybody to pay attention to. Look at the light in the reflections. The mirror effect and the shadows that are cast from the trees on top of the bonnet. Okay. Now you have to understand, it's a big thing. Even the glaring of the sun through the trees. Now you don't know if this is real life or is it reality. Okay, and here's some aliens I built. You could make your own X-Files, essentially. Kid running with his dog through the park. And just look at the light, just the way it's hitting. You got to understand, it's a really serious thing to do to achieve that kind of complex job of lighting. There's a penguin. Okay. And here's some other ones that I created. These were consistent characters as well. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and let's look at create with AI. Okay, so within this field here, okay, of create AI, you will have everything. Okay, all of these artificial intelligence tools you can create from a prompt, so you can actually create. So whenever you're creating something for the first time, you're going to need a graphic, okay, an image. This is the most key part of it all. Okay, you cannot jump to creating a video without a reference image. First, the AI needs to know what are the foundations you're trying to build upon first. So that's why until you don't create the image, these will be unavailable to you. You cannot press them. Okay, I know it sounds, sometimes it sounds self-explanatory, but first time I came, I thought, I can't create a video. Okay, I need to go get an image. Okay, right. However, so let's just say image scene from the prompt. Say, let's just say an alien An alien is visiting the doctor's office. Okay, let's go for human. Okay, automatically enhance. Should we? Yeah, let's just go and enhance it. That's fine. So here's another key thing. Yes, we do have the ability if you want to enhance the prompt. It has all of that. You can go in, you can tweak it, you can make adjustments, you can tailor make it. But it just removes the headache of copywriting and creating that prompt. But alternatively, remember you also have ChatGPT if you want to make it a little bit more easy. It depends, completely up to you. So here we can see this little alien, whatever creature looks like, I don't know, from Men in Black or something like that. Okay, so this little spindly grey alien awkwardly perched on examination table. And let me show you what would happen if I don't do a prompt, okay? Or actually, let's do an alien police officer in New Times Square, New York, firing his gun, okay? And let's go for create image. Let's try something a bit more fun, I guess. Instead of this little alien here just sitting on the doctor's office. And the good thing about this is, remember, we can always come back to our previous generated image and we can see what we like, or maybe we're building that storyboard for, consistent characters, etc. We can always have that base reference image, or maybe you're creating the villain or the hero, etc. Now look at that. Look at the quality of that. And just to actually see it a bit better, you can see that. Check this out. Okay. I'll close that and you can see close-up action. You don't have to, but I can go in there and I can tailor make anything. Perfect. Okay. Blasts and lighten up as he fires a plasma sidearm. Okay. I could boost the length of it. Okay. And this is what I was talking about. So you come here, look, just save it. It could be your reference image. Okay. Something that you could repurpose later when we go to the other additional feature with the consistent character feature. Okay. So you have that base. So you're essentially, this is where you would build up your characters. Okay. You come here and build up your characters for your reference images. And check this out. We just go ahead and select create video. And that's it. That's all we have to do. And then obviously we go and we start building. Okay. So what we'll do in the meantime, we'll carry on with that. Okay, close that. Okay, that's fine. Oh, this is another really important part. Okay. Now, you probably noticed that when I've gone and created video, it doesn't close. Right? Can everyone see that? As you probably see. Okay, it doesn't close. Okay. The reason being is I can now come up and I can keep changing the scenes around. Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna let's go here. Let's go this one. Okay, create with AI. You can see how quick this is. Okay, let's create. I want to show you. Let me build this out in front of you now, and I'll show you what I mean. So let me repeat the process, and it'll make sense because this is a huge time saver. And instead of me, look, here's another version of the alien, which is fine. Okay, I'm gonna come here. Okay, save that image. I just like a copy of it. Create video. Okay. Now, next the image. Okay, action close up. Action close up. Intense faces. Discharge the plasma firearm. Okay. I'm going to remove this. The alien police officer is driving his police car. Okay. Create image. Can you see that? Okay. Now this, I don't need this. I don't need this because this was for the previous one. So this is scene number 1. So I'm building my reference images. Okay. And here you can see he's driving now. Okay. So for this one, I can come here and I can build the action prompt, and I can go ahead and create video for that. Okay. Now I could do this image by image, etc., etc. But by using create from prompt, you may have inconsistency issues. Okay, not necessarily. However, to be safe, what I would do, okay, because I've built my characters, I go to consistent character now. Now, with consistent character, what you're going to find when it comes to human, you'll have one reference image, and with 3D, let me show you what I mean. Okay, 2D, 3D, 2D and 3D, you'll see. Can you see I have two now? So having more than one essentially. And by having more than one, I can actually have more than one person in scene. So if I go reference image, let's go and see what images I may have. So if I've got, let's see, my AI images, let's see what we've got cooking. Let's just go for this lady here and this male and female together in the kitchen. Okay. Create image. So first, okay, so this is how it works when it comes to consistent character. First, we need our reference photos for the AI to understand what exactly are the foundations of the scene that we're trying to create. Who are the subjects we're using? And it will build a model based on those characters. Now, you don't necessarily need to have two people. You can just have one. But for this purposes, I just want to show you can have more than one. You can have two in your scenes. But essentially, you can just have one, okay? So what we'll do, we give that a few moments and check this out. Now, you have to understand, these were reference images and you can see what it's built. And let me zoom in there. Okay. And these were the originals. Now I can say male and female together. I just come here and cooking. Okay. And what I do then, remember, if you want, if you're building maybe a cookbook, storybook, training guide, manual, save the image. Why not? If it's going to be part of the story, maybe a romantic novel, a love affair, etc., etc. So you get the gist of it. So it doesn't hurt by keeping a record of your reference images, and they may come useful later on. So I go and create video. And that's it. Now it is off in the kitchen cooking. Now, check this out. Remember, consistent character is the tab has not closed, right? Which is fantastic. It just makes life easier. Why? The male and female together driving. Okay, male and female are together in a bus. Okay, I don't need this anymore. And we go to create image. So now what we're trying to do is to re-enlist the AI to keep those two reference images, okay, and those characters, and now repurpose them in a completely different scene or different setup, a different environment, okay, carrying out a different action. Okay, remember, different age groups. It could be kids, babies, elderly, etc., etc. It could be cartoon characters, 3D character, animals, doesn't matter. But can you see this now? And if I zoom in, you can see, look at the quality of that, okay? I can close it and I can say in the bus, okay? And then, so I just want you to imagine. So just imagine there's a couple and the story is that they meet up, all right, they're at home, they have a lunch, breakfast, whatever it is. And they're like, oh, we need to get to the town. We need to get to the bank. Okay, we got to take the bus. And then they take the bus and then guess what happens? Okay, they take the bus to the bank and the bank gets robbed and then, you know, some alien comes or something like this. Okay, and let's go ahead and create video. So all together now outside the bank. And so I'm just showing you consistently how we can build those characters. And I'll show you how you can do different age ranges as well. Okay, so remember with the prompts, you know, don't be shy, experiment with them in terms of, you know, more specific you are, the better. Or you have ChatGPT if you really want to get a little bit more advanced. Remember, ChatGPT is completely free as well. But with this one, again, just be nice. The more you use it, the more you'll understand. Okay, and here you can see they're outside the bank. And then we go ahead. I can say outside the bank. Okay, create a video. Together now inside the bank, and there is a bank robber. Okay, create image. That's a really good question. Could you put them in a city? So I'm pretty sure. Let me show you this here. Okay, so if I come here, let me close this. If I go to my media library here, let me go to my videos. Okay, this one's done. Check this out. This is New York, Times Square. Can you see that? So yeah, you can experiment and see what cities it will place you in. But I'm pretty sure I made another one that was in central London City. So you can experiment. Okay. Oh, this one came out. It's an 8-second clip. Okay, fantastic. Okay. Let's go back here. Okay. Okay, look, they're inside the bank. There's a bank robber. It doesn't really look like a bank robber, but I could say the male is inside the bank and meets a man with a gun. Okay. Great. So I can remove the female now, but again, she was a consistent character. We don't have to have her there. We can bin her, and we can have it the other way around. But you can just see, look, the storyboard is building, isn't it? Consistently, you can see the characters that we're using and how it is maintaining the consistency across the scenes that we're building. And that's what it is, just building those scenes. And then from the scenes, we can create. Okay, I think he's got the gun there. Can't really see it, but again, you get the idea of it. If I wanted to, I just remove her like this. The male is now inside. So this is what I mean. This is just about experimenting and testing it out. But we could change it now. Essentially, we could change the scene to human, and we can just go back to the reference image. We could change it, actually. We could put someone else in the scene. Don't know who this guy is, but we can change it up. Okay. And there we go. The guy's got the gun. I don't think I would be smiling if the guy's got the gun. But anyway, okay. So what we can do, let's go ahead and create that video. Maybe he's accomplice. And let's go ahead and close this because I want to show you this where it says, show me more. Okay, so here we have the scenes now, okay? So what I could do, I can put my alien friend here. So remember, we're building out those scenes. We've got the aliens, we've got the couple that are at home. Then they go on the bus. Okay, we've got other scenes. Okay, that's fine. So here. Right, so you could technically have, like, you could even create B-roll for it, like cinematic dynamic action shots in between, like, the back of the car, maybe the tire pops and explosions, all of that good stuff. So it's just about being creative, spending a little time and building up these shots, isn't it? Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I will do another character, but one thing I do want to show you, if I come back to create with AI, now the thing is, he's firing a gun, but I want sound effects. Okay, I need sound effects. I don't want to go onto some website and pay, I don't know, $20, $30 for some kind of machine gun sound. So what I do, I simply go to the AI sound maker, and it's asking me for a prompt. Okay, sound from prompt. Now, I don't have to. So just imagine there's a cow walking, or maybe a little, maybe a car, or maybe there is something, any kind of object that may emit, anything that makes a sound. Now, for this one, I'm just going to make life easy. I'm just going to go select video. I go to my AI videos, and I select this scene right here. Now, you have to understand, the AI will detect the scene and the motion and the action within the scene, okay, and the timeline, and it will actually sculpt something to fit the scene. And I don't need to go on some editor. I don't need to go mix and match and do, high level post production and add the specific sound at the specific time and all of this stuff. VideoExpress will do all of that for you. I don't need that headache. And we can see the sound from the video. I can then go and hear it. Select create sound. Okay, and it will tell me when it's ready. Okay, so what I'll do, let me show you actually. Let me find this one. Okay, so let me. So I'll download that one, and this one also has a sound. Okay, they're flying. And this was, these are different styles. We can create like GTA style and things like this. These are different styles that you can create. You can stylize your images. Again, this was another consistent character from Superboy. Okay. Now, where is that? Yeah, this is what I want. I want to download it. Oh, no. You do want to download it. Oh, yes, it's done. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let's go here. I want you to hear it as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play it on here. So this is just a very quick audio. But for this one, actually, we could do this. AI sound maker, go select video. I'll do the same one here. Where's our alien here? Choose. Create a sound. Oh, yeah, okay. And we're just going to wait for it to render, okay? But in the meantime, let's have a listen to this one. Right? Something like that. I just don't need to worry about it, do I? So what we'll do, let's go to media library. Let's see my AI videos. And we have to allow it to render. Okay, my media, yes. A woman, okay, let's have a look. Aha, done. It's more of like an action sequence. So I'll download. Oh yeah, I'll download it and I'll let you hear it. This is another way of downloading it. Okay, I'll just go here and download it. The reason I'm doing it because then it just makes it easier for me to upload it onto here so you can actually hear it. So this one, I could put the sound on it, but it's giving me something more like a cinematic B-roll type shot. So it's like, close up, focus on the alien police officer's intention. So let's have a look. Okay. So yeah, a bit of B-roll. I could actually redo it if I wanted to. And let's do one more actually. Let's go to create with AI. I go back to the sound maker. The reason being, I want to see, can we get this girl with crashing waves? That would be nice. Okay. So yeah, you can just go through it, you can refine it, you can actually assign the correct type of soundtrack that you want so it fits the purpose. But because it's AI, it's all in the background, it's all in the coding, isn't it? So it understands, because it's actually built the video as well, so it'll understand exactly what is the best audio to go with it, because it's built out the code, the foundations of it, so it actually knows the whole structure. So let's see this one. Okay. Okay, what would you create AI? Okay, so consistent character. Let's actually do this one now. Okay, so reference photo, my images. We've got so many of them, isn't it? So what we do, we use this little girl here. Okay, so that's our reference photo. So a young girl on a swing. Okay. So I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible, just to see, how we could start building it out without, using mass amounts of time or letting your own brain delay you. Okay. So we're going to use the same a young girl on a swing. Okay. And see, look, sometimes you may have an issue there. Okay, it's not a problem. Okay, because it's AI. We'll just recreate it. And there is an experiment of features. You can take it as sharp as the human faces as well. Let me see with this one. Okay, so I actually made one that was quite cool. This one was Paul doing boxing. Okay, using the experimental facial feature. Okay, it's in a boxing ring. Okay, even better now. Okay, so we've got a young girl on the swing, and then we could just say, we can just keep that as a create video. Okay. Young girl is in London next to Big Ben. Create image. So you can see, look, this is our reference image that we saw, okay, of the young child. And now we can rebuild a new image of this child, and she's obviously on the swing. And next we want to kind of put her, check this out, in Big Ben, okay? Can you see that? And she's also modeling that. So you got Big Ben in the back. So someone did ask a really good question. Can you change cities? And there we go. So young girl is in Big Ben, and we can create the video for that as well. Maybe she's a food reviewer. Okay. Young girl is in Africa next to lions. Let's see if we can get that in a scene. Okay, we got next to lions as well. So I hope that answers a really good question about consistency when it comes to the characters. You can see here, look. Okay. And we'll do this, close this. Let's see, have they been generated? Okay, butterflies. Okay, you got the little girl here. Actually, that's another good point. Okay, with children, I'll show you some examples that I created, which was from a model. Okay, so check this out, especially with butterflies. Check this out. Different versions and different angles. So somebody asked, can you change the effect or the actions of the subject in the video? And yeah, of course you can. It's all about the prompt. Okay, and another key thing I want everybody to remember, these are consistent characters in each scene I'm showing you here now. So he's playing, the young boy's playing with his ball in the bedroom, Pixar style. And then the same boy, I put him in a teddy bear suit. Okay, he's wearing a teddy bear outfit and he's eating ice cream. Okay, same child. And then I put him on a swing, same child. Okay, so remember, different age range, different subjects, doesn't matter. That's the level of consistency, okay? And then I've put him in the forest now, walking with the little tiger, okay? And then with the tiger, then they meet a fox. So he meets a fox, okay? And then we've got things like, this was another character. But you may be thinking, okay, but these characters, where's the base characters? Okay, so I go to consistent character, I go to my 3D version, okay, and I go to my images. What I like to do, especially you've got 3D images, I can do the Superman version, or I had other image files here. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the process, and you can see here I've got different versions. I've got an alien from there as well, but I have vehicles. Yeah, okay, my AI images. Let's find those characters. Okay, so those characters, here you go. That character was there, and the other character. So these were, again, all built within VideoExpress. And you can see this female here. So see, these were my two reference photos, and then use these two reference photos, I was able to go and create all of those videos based on those characters. You can see how it created those characters. You can see they're in the kitchen. Okay, he's cooking. And there's another one there where they're going to be walking down the road. Okay, see some more versions. Let that load. And we saw the two characters, Superman. So just imagine if you're one of those nature people who observes animals, wildlife, etc., etc. You want to make something more sci-fi, adventurous. Maybe you want to make a horror film or horror videos or education, training, onboarding, whatever it may be. You've got the gist of it, the flexibility of this. Okay, and what we'll do, we'll just close that. Okay, here what we've got. And you can see, look, I guess this is, what is this, out in the outback of, I don't know, it could be Mars, Australia, Texas, Las Vegas deserts. And okay, this is what we're looking for. Here we go. Oh, that's very good. Really good images and videos. Check this out. Okay, and I'll tell you another really cool feature about all of this as well. If there's any reason you want to go and make adjustments, instead of having to go through the entire process, which nobody has time for, simply select redesign. And it'll take you back into the whole setup for you without actually having to manually enter stuff. And you can make changes, okay? And then you can work from there. So you kind of covered with all of it, okay? Text to video, again, instead of doing it the other methods, you could just straight text to video without going through all the other processes. Style character. So let's just say if I have, let's see, an image, my AI images, or actually if I go to reference photo, let's go to see what we got here. Okay, let's go to her. The female is, okay, so this is the important part. Okay, so just like before, we've got the image scene prompt, but this is the main thing you need to pay attention to. Do you see where it says style 3D Pixar? Typically it's on the right side, isn't it? But here it's on the left side. There's a reason. If you select the drop down, you'll see about 6 different styles to choose from. You can convert and stylize that character into 3D Pixar, anime, comic book, line art, watercolor, or have no style at all. So for this one, let's go comic book. The female, the female is standing in the rain. In the rain next to buildings at night. Okay, and we go ahead and remember, even with stylizing characters, you can actually convert them into talking photos. Okay, you can actually do that. Talking photos, you can essentially have walking photos or even singing videos essentially. Okay, same methodology, just by checking talking photos. So I'm going to go ahead and select create image. And there we go. She's been converted into a comic book character. And another thing, if I want, I can recreate the image if I want to make a different variation and see how it looks. Okay. Or I can always save it. That could be a reference image if I want to go to make a consistent character and keep using this brand new sculpted comic book female character. If I want to replace the background, I can do that. Or I can simply go ahead and create the video. Okay. So you've got the option of not only taking basic prompts and basic images that you create, whether you're creating them within VideoExpress, which you have full capability of doing, or whether you want to go to Artistly, bearing in mind there's an integration where you can use either or, okay? And then you can actually create characters and then stylize those characters and create videos based on these brand new characters that have been stylized, okay? So what I'll do, I'll close that now. Human talking photos, you're probably aware of that, so I can just simply get an image here. Yeah, let's actually get her. And then you can see, look, okay, create human talking photo. And with this, you probably saw it already before, but let me mention a couple of more things too. So depending on the purpose of your video, you don't always have to use text to speech, even though text to speech is multilingual and it will cover you, allow you to go international in terms of reaching an audience on a global scale. Now you have to understand that you can make one video in English and then repurpose the same video and then go make it into a different language. And ultimately, for those that want to create YouTube channels or TikTok channels or Instagram channels, Reels, Facebook, etc., you can create standalone channels for the respective countries in the different languages that you build out using this. Does that make sense? So you could have one in English, Chinese, what else we got? Indonesian, Irish. Well, Irish is English technically, Latvian, Portuguese, Polish. So you get the gist of it. So what this means is that you can capture. Do I say it's like a fisherman when he goes out to sea? You can cast your net wide enough that you're catching more views, and by having more views, essentially you could capture more leads, more clients, and more AdSense, because viewership equates to more payments, or in terms of AdSense by the respective social media companies that you're going to use. So if you don't want to find leads and do lead generation, things like that, fine. Okay, but just by having them on social media, getting a certain level of views, you will get accredited when it's monetized by the number of views you're doing. So it's just a simple process, isn't it? It's not going to cost you any more time if you've already including this, or the feature itself encapsulates everything anyway. However, another thing I would also suggest to make this even more interesting, make it more dynamic. Maybe you have friends, family, maybe your child. You could build your children or your child, or maybe your spouse, friends, family. You could build stories with this, or these kind of documentary styles, or you can make cinematic video clips. Why not record your own voice, especially for education, for kids, singing, dancing, whatever it may be? Record your own voice, and the good thing is that you can actually do this within the interface itself, so you don't need to technically upload anything if you don't want to. But just imagine if you have a client now. Okay, you have a client, and maybe they want to reinforce their brand with their own voice. Okay, or maybe you want to become the hero of your own story. Maybe you've got that narrator type voice, and have those actions and the ups and the downs, and you're very articulate, and you understand speech and language that you're going to garner the attention of the viewer. Then you can record, right? And then obviously you have import audio. So even with this thing, well, even in import audio, you could import a song, okay, and the song will apply. So you could have that character singing as well, okay. And let's go ahead, talking photo. Let's just say, hey, welcome to the future. Okay, emotions, you saw this already. So you kind of different languages, you've got different voices, female voices, and you can see depending on the character, you'll see where it says emotion, it will invoke different emotions that can link into the part of your story and the storyboard and the scene, exactly what you're trying to exude and the kind of reaction you're trying to get from the viewer, the emotion you're trying to invoke in the viewer. Okay, with speed, you can speed up the videos, okay, or you could make the pitch lower, or you can make it higher. Okay, so once you've done that, simply select import speech, and the AI will go ahead and take that written text, and it will go ahead and allow you to preview that. And once you're happy with it, then you can select create talking video. Now, once that's done, it'll ask you, obviously, please wait, but go off and start building that out for you. You can see start building it out for us right now. So in the meantime, while that's going on there, let's have a look. Okay, here's the other ones, the little cat guy. And I think we have Sid back on the line.
Hey, Ali.
Hey, Sid.
Yeah, so just going through some questions here. I just wanted to show some better examples with that AI sound generator. So basically, when we go to AI sound generator, we can let me just share my screen as well so that people can see what I'm talking about. Yeah. So can you see my screen?
There we go.
Yeah, perfect. So when you're using the AI sound maker, I recommend the video must be clear to what you're trying to achieve with the sound, right? So AI reads your clip automatically and generates sounds for it. So I uploaded a few examples. I'll show you right now. So I went to the AI sound generator and I uploaded this clip of this car driving in a desert, right? So there's no sound to this video right now. You see the sound button is inactive. So when I go to the actually generated video generated with sound, this is what it sounds like. Okay, you see that? That's AI generated sound. So it sounds exactly like it's driving in a desert, right? Now, another example, let's see, like I uploaded this image of like of a video of like cars going in a highway, right? So let's see what it generated. So you see that, how it generated that sound of the cars going there. Now let me show you another example of people in a busy intersection, like, just walking. So there's no sound to this right now, the clip I uploaded, right? So let's see what it generated.
Okay, what I'll do, Sid, yeah, the sound is, I don't think it's working on that.
Okay.
So
Okay. I think I
just,
need to put my mic close to the
just
speaker or something like that.
I'll do you one better. Here we go.
Yeah.
And what I'll
Put the
do,
carbon as well.
I'll get the other one. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically the AI sound maker, it generates sound for you automatically. Before, what you had to do is you had to go find the sound effects somewhere else on a different website, buy it from a different website and so on. But with this one, you can automatically generate sound with the sound maker. Now with this live streaming app, I'm unable to showcase the sound at the moment, but you can go ahead and test it. It's quite simple. Like with AI, you just go click the AI sound maker, upload the clip that you want to upload. You can go to my videos and you can select the clip that you want to select, choose, and then just hit create sound, and it will automatically create that sound for you for that clip. Okay, so it's as easy as that to create clips. Now, one other thing that people were asking in the chat were like, how do I add text to my videos, right? So you guys can go ahead and experiment with the SoundMaker yourself. Because the live streaming app is not showing the sound, it's unable to play the sound from the clips I'm showing. But anyways, you can experiment with it. It's super easy. Just click create sound. You can even write it here, like birds chirping in a forest or rainfall sounds or whatever sound you say, it will generate, and you can set the duration of that sound as well. Okay, so it's as simple as that. You can experiment with it. You can generate some really good results out of it. Okay, so another question was, how do I add text to the video, right? So there are text animations right here. Like if you see the tabs right here, there's a lot of options available for you. So the text animations are right here. So if you have a video clip in the timeline, so let's say I have this video clip right here, I can go ahead and add the text to that. So I just select the text, click next, and I can customize the text and so on. And then I can say add to timeline, right? So then it will basically add it to that clip. Okay, so I just need to put the clip at the bottom. Yeah. So it adds the text just like so. Okay. So you can do that. There are various different text effects and animations that you can add as well. And there's even a drop down here where you can drop down and select various different text styles and effects and so on. So just select this drop down right here, and you'll see a lot of other things there inside that. Okay. And then filters, you see camera, pan, and resize and move, clip speed. You can change the clip speed. You can add titles to it. Let's say like I just want to add like a simple text title. I can do that. You can auto crop the video, fade in audio, fade out audio, zoom in, zoom out, and so on. So these are like similar to what you have in Camtasia, CapCut, or any other style of video editor. So you can just play with these. We also have tutorials like for these. Like when you click on this icon right here, you can go to the tutorials tab and explore how to use all these options. To save time right here, since it's getting too long, I'm just gonna cut it short. And I'm just going to show you where everything is located and what we have located, so you can basically explore in your own free time. Now with a fast cut, this is an interesting feature. You remember the YouTube examples we saw of like images being animated or video transitions and so on. So this you can use you use fast cut transition between each clip. So if I select this checkbox right here, I can put this effect in the middle of each of the clips that I have in the timeline. So let's say I have 2 or 3 clips here in the timeline. I can just say use the fast cut animation, and I can select different styles of animation. So this is zoom in. Now if I say rotate, it will rotate it. You see that, how it's rotating? Now rotation non-stop. There's like few types of ones that you can select. And there are different types of animations that you can add to your video just to make them more interesting, exciting for people to use. And automatic captions. This is part of the unlimited plan that we have. So if you have the unlimited plan, you can go into this and you can create captions for all the videos that you generate. So there's also an option of audio cutter. Sometimes when you add a really long audio you have and you don't want to have that kind of, let's say I have a 10-minute audio clip, right? But I only want to use 2 minutes of audio in the timeline. So I can come to the audio clipper, I can select the long audio clip you have, and then I can select how much duration I want that audio for. So it will automatically crop the audio and it will add it to the timeline. So it's as simple as that. So there's a lot of options to choose from. Like there's a lot of text effects, animations, and so on that you can use. So there's a lot of options you can select from. So it's just not an AI video creator, but a complete suite, an app there where you can do everything all together in a one single app, right? So that's what I need you to focus on. So again, like I showed you the demo, you can go back once this live stream is done, you can go back to the video, start it from the beginning and see how I generated images with create to prompt, image to video, text to video, and so on, image stylizer and so on. And if you're unsure about anything, just go to the tutorials tab as well, right? So just before we leave this webinar, I want to show you some of the examples as well. Like, these are, some of them are in the sales page as well, but these are all the user generated examples. Let's see this cookie one, right? It's really neat. So you see how beautiful that is. Like one of our customer used a prompt, like you see how it says, capture a high resolution shot of a cookie being dunked into a chocolate and splashing or something like that. You see, it shows the prompt right here. I downloaded it from the public gallery. So when you go into the app, you see the public gallery right here. You can open it and you can check out the prompt. You can download the videos and so on. So you can even see the prompt right here, right? So some of the examples that were really good, I kind of isolated it here. If you see the horse racing, right? You see a cinematic shot of a dark bay racehorse galloping in full speed. So that was the prompt. You see how beautiful that is? Like just galloping. It seems like a real scene from a movie, right? So just like that, like you see this girl right here. Yeah. So that's how it works. So there's a lot of examples we can see. You can see them from the public gallery as well. This is like some comic book style animation that one of our customers created using the stylizer effect, right? So if you go to the here, stylized character, and then you can select like from this drop down, we have anime, comic book, line art, watercolor, and so on. So you can select different styles of animation styles from this drop down. Okay. So how do the transitions work? So the transitions are pretty simple, like how they work. Let me just go and show you. So you just select the checkbox right here. Whenever you have multiple clips in the timeline, right now I have only one, you just select the checkbox and it will automatically apply that transition in between each of your clips, okay? So it's just this checkbox right here, select the type of animation you want, and then it will automatically apply that to all your clips in the final rendered video, okay? And the filters as well, like you can resize, move, you can explore all these options using the tutorials. Text animations is another one, right? So you can add the text animation like I showed you here. So yeah. So that's the major things that I wanted to cover and so on. I know some people have a lot of questions. I think most of them will be resolved by just going into the app and exploring with the features. And seeing what works for you, and just exploring all the features. Hands-on experience is better than asking questions in chat, right? So I always recommend you go into the app, experience it yourself, and see how each feature works. It will make it super easy and clear for you within 30 seconds rather than trying to figure out everything like in a live video like this, right? So that's what I wanted to show you. And one important thing, we have a 10% off special going on right now. So if you go to VideoExpress.ai and apply the code secret10 to check out, you'll get a 10% discount, okay? So let me just go there right now. So VideoExpress.ai, I scroll to the bottom, click on the buy button right here. And then this is a one-time fee, by the way. So there's no monthly cost, nothing like that. And then if you apply secret 10 onto the checkout page, it gives you a 10% off right away. So we have a special going on right now. There's no monthly fees like those other apps. So if you want the app, it is recommended that you go right now and get the app because it's the best price possible. Based on the demand, based on how the app is being used by customers right now, like we have a huge demand for like AI generations, right? So obviously with AI generations, the cost is going to be super high as well for our servers, for our AI generation technology, for our developers and so on. So based on the demand and based on the number of customers, we may have to increase the price in the future. And this is not hype, by the way. It's just the way the apps work. The AI apps right now in the market, that's how they work. It's the number of customers that are using the app, right? If most customers come in, you need more service and so on. So it's just like that. So this is the lowest price you can get it at right now. And apply the 10% discount and get it right away. And make sure you check out the tutorials, okay? I can't stress that enough. If you check out the tutorials, everything will be simple and straightforward and easy to use. So we'll have another training webinar very, very soon. So stay tuned for the announcement on that. And the announcements are generally made on our Facebook group. So make sure you join our Facebook group as well and subscribe to this YouTube channel so you get notified when our next stream goes live. YouTube sends you a notification as well if you're subscribed to the channel. So make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. So the app is super powerful. You can see the type of videos people are creating and the type of videos I've shown and how people have monetized these videos on YouTube and so on. So make sure you make use of this AI technology without any monthly fees, without any credits and so on. And make sure you get it right now at VideoExpress.ai, right? So do some experiments until our next call. Get in there, get your hands dirty, and start creating your own videos. As you can see in the public gallery, a lot of customers are creating videos right now. And there's a lot of examples in there that you can follow and use for your own ideas and everything else. So get some inspiration from Facebook, get some inspiration from the public gallery, and start creating videos. So that's what I had to share. Ali, anything else you had in your list of things? Ali, I think your mic is muted.
Yeah, just to reinforce what you said, which was a very, very important point, is that having VideoExpress does have the functionalities as you would expect, like tools like Camtasia for post-production. So it's all included. It's just not about using AI to create images or videos, but having the ability then to produce longer length videos where you can put lower thirds, text animation, transitions, effects, subtitles, everything like that. So it is, encapsulates everything. Second question is that typically a session doesn't really occur on Monday. We will be resuming back to normal on Friday. at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So those that are watching, that's typically every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll be back on Friday, and we'll make an announcement in our Facebook group as well. Now, guys, I just want you to manage your expectations as well. As I told you, VideoExpress has a lot of features that, it's just mind blowing, the possibilities that are available. So instead of comparing it to this and that, utilize what you have on hand and create some amazing videos like our customers in our Facebook group are creating right now. Some singing videos, music videos, talking videos, AI videos, and everything else that you can create is just mind-blowing. It's just no other app in the market that has so many different possibilities, right? Where you can just create singing videos up to 2 minutes long. You can create videos up to 5 minutes long, right? So not just 2 minutes. So it's just an amazing technology at a one-time price, no monthly fees at all. Okay, so I just wanted to leave you there and just show you the possibilities today. So we'll see you soon on the next training call. So go to videoexpress.ai and get your app right now if you haven't gotten so. And if you need to contact support for whatever reason, our support team is available. So you can click on the support tab right here. And the support email is support@videoexpress.ai. And our support team will get back to you as soon as possible. Okay. So thank you so much for spending time with us today. And we'll see you on the next training call. Okay. Thank you so much.